Today I got in another autopilot for the Sky Hunter from M Robotics, Mayan Robotics. So the Nano Talon has an MRO system in it. I have an MRO system for the Mini Talon, just a little bigger Talon than the Nano. And now I have an MRO autopilot system for the Sky Hunter. Whenever the Mini Talon and Sky Hunter ever get here from China, one of them's been in shipment for over 45 days now. We'll see. And the main reason I ordered from M Robotics was I needed this little FTDI board to program the telemetry receivers, actually transceivers, and it came today too. So this side plugs into a USB, this side the little telemetry radio plugs right into it, and it can be programmed up. So inside here is another telemetry radio, of course, part of the new autopilot. For the Sky Hunter. So if we pull this out real quick, yikes! I don't have to put an antenna on it. I'm not going to be actually putting it in the airplane. This cable hooks right here, and the other end plugs into this little board. Dink. And then the USB cable plugs in here, goes to the computer, and now you can program the little telemetry radio, which is one of the things I couldn't do the other day when the antenna tracker would not communicate with the Nano Talon. I finally figured out that solves that problem. Let me get all these back in the pack. Sorry about that. Okay. So there's the 900 megahertz telemetry transceiver, new autopilot. This is the airspeed sensor. This is the new autopilot itself. Nice and small. This, you can hardly see it through the thing, is the GPS for the autopilot. This is the power distribution board for the autopilot, and this is just a bunch of cables. There's also a SD card in here for the autopilot, but basically there's a whole new autopilot for the Sky Hunter. Again, I've got one for the Mini Talon. There's one in the Nano Talon, and that makes 3 of these MRO autopilots. So I have 2 old APMs. Oh, actually 3 now. I have 3 old APMs because I bought one to put in the rover. I had 2 original pig talks, but you knew and saw where I'd burnt that one up, which we'll verify next Tuesday when the replacement comes in. And 3 brand new MRO autopilot systems. So that's 8 autopilot systems. And this board just did exactly what I needed. Okay, I hooked up the telemetry transceiver to the FTDI board, and I came in here and I checked the settings on the MRO transceivers, and I found the reason that the MRO transceiver in the Nano Talon wouldn't communicate with the antenna tracker was because of this one little switch right here. And what this switch does, this turns on error correction technology, and it causes the platform to send all of its data basically twice. It does slow down the data. If you're getting 1,000,000 megabits per second and you turn this feature on, you're down to 500,000 bits per second. So it cuts your data transmission speed in half. In other words, this 57,600 is cut down to 38.4. So I turned it on in the 3 transceivers in the Mini Talon, Nano Talon, I'm sorry, and the 2 extra Autopilot systems I have for the Skyhunter and the Mini Talon. So now all of them are communicating. It would communicate with the antenna tracker if I hadn't burned up the Autopilot on the antenna tracker, but you saw that in another video. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. Like it says here, this does help with long range communications because it error corrects, but it cuts your data transmission speed in half. Now I'm using those 1 watt, 2 watt. These are like 500 milliwatt, a half a watt. And I'm using the J Drones 2 watt 900 megahertz radio. I don't think I need ECC on those. Those will go 30 miles to start with. And as far as using this for long range, by coming in here and turning on ECC and then dropping your telemetry rate, they claim you get better long range. But I've solved my long range problem with just raw power. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this checked for now. Save those settings into all the telemetry transceivers from MRO, and now all my telemetry transceivers are all talking to each other. And that was the point of buying that little board from MRO. Just went ahead and got that last Autopilot as part of that shipment. Okay, thank you for watching. That should clear up those problems with the antenna tracker and potential problems with the MRO telemetry data. Thank you.